Hello, this is Vignesh and I am the mathematics teacher for this session. In this session, we are going to discuss a topic named continuous function. So before getting into the topic, we need to know what is continuous and also we need to aware of the definition and the basic concepts of the function. So I hope you all are aware of the definition and basic concepts of the functions, which is relations and functions. So in real life, what we are in real life, continuous means what? An event which occurs without a break, we can say the event is continuous. So in a similar way that in a function, every function has its own graph. So in that particular graph, if there is any break occurs in the graph, we can say the function is not continuous. If there is no break means we can say the function is continuous. So let me give you a real life example. Consider that you are going in a bus and I am tracking your location using GPS and plotting the points according to the location and time and distance. So let me draw a graph like that. So we have y-axis and the x-axis here. So let me consider the x-axis is time and the y-axis is distance. And I am plotting your location according to the time and the distance, and in a similar way I can draw a graph using those data, and at a particular point of time consider that I have lost the GPS signal and I don't know where the bus is really going. So I can't plot any point here so that the graph breaks right there, and at a certain time, after a certain time, after I'm getting the GPS signal, I can again start plotting the points and drawing the graph continuously. So if there is a break right now there, so if this is x and in the point in the graph is called as f of x, we can say it is y. So there is a break over there. So which is the basic concept of the continuity. So with the use of the graph, we can say the continuity of a function. The another type is we can check a function is continuous or not at a given point. So in this graph, if I am giving the point 2 right there, whether the function is continuous at the point 2. So let me tell you that I am considering two type of limits there. The one is right limit and the another one is left limit. So before getting into all this stuff, let me introduce the definition of the continuous function. So the definition of the continuous function is limit x tends to a f of x, which gives the value which is equal to f of a, which is nothing but the variable tends to a particular value, the function attains the value of the function at the point. So if the variable x tends to the point a, the function will attain the value of the function at the point a, which means that the function is continuous. It should be true for each and every point of the domain. So let me tell you the another example. I have said the point 2 right there. No. Now consider a point A. So we are splitting the point into two limits. One is a plus h and another one is a minus h. If the value of the function at the point f of a minus h and a plus h occurs, when the change h tends to 0 means we can say the function is continuous at the given point. So let me introduce a proper definition. The right limit, which is limit x tends to a plus, just to denote it is a right limit, we are using the plus sign. So f of x, which is equal to the value of the function, limit h tends to 0. As I said before, the h is a change which is applied to the point, which should be tends to 0, which means there is no change. F of a plus h. So which is called the right limit of the function. And the left limit is just the another way, like limit x tends to a minus, we are using the minus sign just to denote it is a left limit. F of x should be equal to limit h tends to 0 f of a minus h. So we can say the function is continuous at the given point A if the right limit and the left limit and the value of the function at the point, these three values should be equal together, means we can say the function is continuous at the given point A. Let me give you another example. Consider the function f of x, which is equal to x square, let us say. Now I am going to check the function is continuous or not at the point x is equal to 2. So as I said before, let me write the value of the function when x tends to 2, the given point A, f of x, which gives that 2 square, which gives 4. At the same time, just remember that the value of the function at the point is 4. At the same time, which is nothing but f of 2. Yes, of course it is. And the right limit is limit x tends to 2 plus f of x, limit h tends to 0, f of 2 plus h, which gives, if we are giving the input as 2 plus h, which gives the output as the inputs square, which is the output. So that is 2 plus h, limit h tends to 0, 2 plus h whole square. So applying the limit h tends to 0, which gives the value 2 square, which is nothing but 4. Similar way, in a similar way that we are checking the left limit also, limit x tends to 2 minus f of x, limit h tends to 0, f of 2 minus h, so which is nothing but limit h tends to 0, 2 minus h whole square, and applying the limit h, letting the h tends to 0, the value is again 4. So as I said before, the given function is continuous at the given point only if these three values are equal together. So let me check. The value of the function when x approaches 2 is 4, which is nothing but f of a, f of 2 here, and the right limit is also 4 and the left limit also 4. So I am concluding that using these three data, the function is continuous at the given point 2. So this is the basic idea of the checking a function is continuous or not. So in the future classes we can discuss more and more problems to getting aware of the concept of continuous function. Thank you.